Hello. How you doing? I had to take a night off last night. We were up kind of late with, I was up kind of late with, and they were still up, so I needed to be present. I must be present in order to win. We've just gotten the stepdad to sleep. This is going to be night number 3 on the couch. We're working on getting some things switched around in the house so that if he needs to, he will be able to stay up here full time, basically. And if he doesn't need to, we're going to be working on getting him to exercise a little bit more, walk up and down the hallway. Hey, sunshines, my little me for you. And try to get some strength back in his legs. We did successfully use the Plurex, which is the drainage catheter that we had installed so that we can drain the pleural sac at home. And that was successfully used today while I was watching Nosferatu with Choo-Choo, speaking of draining bodily fluids. Hey, Nomi, good to see you. So we used the... You can't see me? I'm blurred out. That's weird. My video is not working. Okay. That sucks. But my voice is sexy. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Mark Hardman and Riley's Human. Well, what can we do about this? Okay, yes, front camera. So where are we? All right, I'm going to give you the throb for a second. The little light is on. There's no reason that it would be blurred out. Let's turn the camera back on and see if that works. Am I here? Can you see me? We are at home, Brian Lucas, but apparently y'all can't see me. Kimberly Gabaldon says it's Tater with an E. Not really much of a smackdown, honestly, because is it that snowed in? Well, it did start snowing when we were on our way back from the movies. But I don't think we got that much snow. Can you see the comment that I just put up? There's my next question. Not much of a smackdown, honestly, because I checked the you can't see. Okay, I'm assuming that no is because the camera didn't, turning it off and turning it back on again didn't work. So fine. Can you see the comment that I've just put on the screen? You can see it. Okay. I am in a snow pile that a dog is peed on. Okay, so that is the default blur screen before the camera comes online. That's weird. But your description has told me that I know exactly what you're looking at. And Nomi has just helpfully sent me a photo, a screenshot. Yep, that's their little restream default screen before before the camera comes in. You can see me, but cannot see me, but can see the comment. Comment observed, reality questioned. Mark Hardman. Are you filling in for Bilf tonight? Back out and come back in? I could try that. Will that automatically end the stream? Hi, Jen Marie. All right, well, let me remove this comment first and see if it will let me do this. So I'm going to remove myself from the stream. Hopefully it doesn't end the stream. If it does, then we'll figure it out. Okay, removing from stream in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm back in. Tommy, can you hear me? Can you see me near you? Turn on your reverse. Beep, beep, beep. You would never aspire to filling C.O. Belch's shoes. Those are some pretty big shoes to fill, honestly. No joke. The question was, how's the stepdad? He is, we did a, we utilized the Plurex drainage catheter, still a blur. Shit. We used the drainage catheter that was installed in him a couple of weeks ago. Yes, I know, Jen Marie and Heather Mack. I hear that you can hear me and not see me. And sometimes Restream just do this. Cannot see me. Okay, but still can hear me. So that's good. And if we hear a bell, hey, Franklin MC, if we hear a bell in the middle of the night, or in the middle of the show, rather, it's because we have given him a bell. He's sleeping up here on the couch, and we want to know every time he wants to get up for whatever reason, if he needs to take a leak or whatever. So rather than listening, yep, I know, Franklin. We want to know every time he gets up, and rather than me listening to just, hearing his cane thump and scampering down the hall, if he's got the bell, then I will know, and I will be there in a flash to help him. Now would be a good time to walk around without any clothing on. Yeah, because the second that I whip off my shirt, the camera will start working again. Yep, that's absolutely what will happen. So, yeah, we've been here before. Last time we did this, it wound up turning into a karaoke show, didn't it? And yeah, it's the bell, but it's not the same kind of bell like what's his toes had in Breaking Bad. It's not the little domey silver please ring for service bell. It's actually a crystal bell. We did not put it around his neck, but we should have, except for the fact that it is very heavy. And he is still very weakened. He is still very frail. I'm hoping that his appetite will improve since we have used the drainage catheter. We took about 500 milliliters out of the pleural sac, and hopefully that will result in less pressure on his internal organs, which means he doesn't throw up the first time he tries to eat anything. Fingers crossed that that's what happens. I would like for him to be able to get some nutrients into him and keep them there. That would be nice. So if you guys hear a tinkle of a little bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling-ling-ling, oh, your mother had a bell, Sunshines? Gotcha. Yeah, if you hear the tinkling of a crystal bell during the show, I am gonna get up and walk away from the screen. I won't have time to set up Ella, most likely. Um, but oh, she liked it so much, she ordered a cowbell. Oh, good heavens. That is a time when no cowbell is, in fact, not the cure. But yeah, I will, and it won't matter if I can set up Ella anyway, because even though she'll be able to see you behaving, you won't be able to see her menacing you. So, um, but yeah, he's very frail. I think he's feeling better, and he may just knock right out because he's been given a pain pill. So, yeah, um, that should do the trick. I imagine that he will sleep quite well. So, hopefully that is the case. Um, I was really excited tonight too because I got my shipment from Zoya and I have 9 new nail polishes that I was going to have you choosing between for me. Nomi says, "Ugh, I know that feeling. My meds have my stomach jacked up. Hard to eat and keep my meds down." Yeah, well, for him, it's not even the meds. It's the pressure. There's so much fluid in the sac around the lung that it presses against his internal organs, mainly his stomach. And so the second he'll take that first bite or 2 bites of solid food, chew them up real good, swallow them, and he is immediately in the bathroom harfing his guts. Um, Sometimes if he waits a little while, he can eat a little bit later, but of course his appetite is hugely diminished. Um, Third from the left or third from the right, sunshines? Um, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be making these choices and show them all to you tomorrow because if I have to, tomorrow and Restream isn't working again, I'll go live right via the YouTube studio, which means that I won't be able to put comments on the screen, but I will be able to throw out some horsey sauce packets, and I'll be able to show you guys these nail polishes. So let me know third from the left or third from the right. And is that first row or second row? Have you thought about getting him a hospital bed? Did that for my mom and set her up in the den where she felt extremely comfortable and like she was still part of what going on. Um, Third from the left. Okay. Got it. Thank you. That one is called Rosalind, and I love that you chose one that has the name of one of our chatters. Um, the ondansetron helped a little bit, I think. But not enough. Not enough because it's not really so much of a nausea thing as it is the pressure. Hello, Carb Sarge. Hello, Shar. Second row. Okay. No need for video. You're using your imagination. Did not get to the P.O. box today. We went directly to the movies and came directly back here. The weather was crappy, and I knew that she was going to be using the Plurex catheter today. Mine is upset constantly. The anti-nausea med is keeping me from throwing up, but this sucks bad. Yeah, I bet it does, Nomi. That sucks really bad. Boy, you were impressed that you lost weight before. Just wait until you see what's happening on now. Okay, so rearranging nail varnishes. I did first and second row sunshines simply because of the fact that, well, I didn't get your answer in time and I'm impatient and I know that there's a delay. So now we have one row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And y'all just, whatever your next pick is, let me know and they will be on display tomorrow. Um, but yeah, using the Plurex catheter was actually really awesome and super effective, and it made a whole lot of sense. And it was, mom said it was just could not have been easier. Everything worked the way it should have. Um, she got a little tangled up in the tegaderm, not gonna lie, but we had some spare at the house because that's how we roll. Other than that, everything went really well. Um, and it's so cool that we can do this at home, not have to bring him into hospital, sit in waiting rooms, get him stabbed again, um, the whole nine. So it just, now that we have the port installed, we can just hook up one of the vacuum bottles to it, take out 500 milliliters of fluid at a time, and do that every couple, 3 days. Nurse is going to come out on Sunday just to make sure that we're doing it right, and it all works. As for the hospital bed situation, um, I don't think mom will allow it. And we're not going to set him up in, like the living room or whatever. We do have this bedroom up here. We're probably going to switch out my futon um, downstairs to the and the day bed that's up here, because I love the mattress on the day bed up here, so I'm not mad about that. Maybe you could put your nail polish on your toenails. I've got a thing for feet. Good to know. My feet are in scandalous condition, but I did also get some pedicure pods, so we'll see. Zena Marlene to Bells. I will tell her she's doing a great job, because she absolutely is. 36 some odd years of nursing experience has definitely paid off. Plus, she watched the instructional video that the company put out like 3 times this afternoon before she plunged in and did it. Dancetron, is this a plug-in for your VR golf? No, it is not. However, I've always thought that the name on Dancetron does not sound like an anti-nausea med. It sounds like a DJ machine. Fire up the Ondancetron 3000. And yeah, Zena Marlene to the Plurex cath, because dang, that thing was effective. It was worth what we went through, what he went through to have it put in. And like I said, the nursing staff there was fantastic. Did somebody say third? And I don't know if you mean third from the left or third from the right, but we read from left to right, so I'm going third from the left. And that one is called Adina. Pretty. So hello, Pamela SP Butterfly. Good to see you. Dancetron, boom, 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 boom. Hello, Sandy Wandy. Good to see you. Yep, I know. My camera's jacked up and is not showing me. Do you want me to leave it with the snow pile that the dog peed in, or should we go to the initials and the throbbing? Let me know. As for the Tater versus Tator debate, I will tell you, first thing that I did, and Choo Choo can verify this, just as I was typing in the URL for the Merriam-Webster dictionary, my internet shit the bed that night, and I had to wait for it to get its act together before I could look it up. But according to Merriam-Webster, regarding all things. You want the throbbing initials? All right, put a 1 in the chat if you want throbbing initials, and a 2 if you want the peed on snowbank blur. Lori is sending the angry Ella. You will not have to see angry Ella. Ella, eh, eh. Won't see angry Ella, eh, eh, eh. And Heather Mack says no throbbing. So 1 in the chat for throbbing, 2 in the chat for no throbbing. Obviously 50% of this channel is about Phil going out to pee. Oh, well, that's fair. And Brian Lucas is giving us a 3, which probably means he's cool with either one. So eventually my internet got its act together. And I went to Merriam-Webster to look it up. And sure enough, it is Tater with an ER. Yay! And the crowd goes mild. Yeah, it's Tater with an ER. According to Merriam-Webster, the first usage was in 1759. And now we've all learned something. The official spelling of Tater is Tater, not Tator. Daybeds. Yes. No, the mattress on this daybed is freaking amazing, and it's so, so comfortable. So, though it's actually, I don't know if it's smaller than my other bed. I think they're both a full size. I've never been a daybed kind of girl, and it's white, and that's not really my jam. I don't know. Maybe she'll let me goth it up and paint it. You're being contrarian. There you go. My eyes are closed listening. Don't care which. Okay. Please let Dan Quayle know. Yes, I will. Well, he's the one that spells potato with an E at the end. So, I feel like maybe he just was prescient and knew that we were going to have this debate and that the extra E would come in handy. I imagine it's a person from the American South with like teeth in various directions yelling, Tater! Probably. Yeah. 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 So anyway, we went to see Nosferatu today, and it was pretty good. Pretty good. Lily Rose Depp did an absolutely fantastic job. Like a really fantastic job. I was quite impressed. The only other thing that I've seen her be in has been something where it was her job to be super hot and wearing skimpy clothing and everything else. And just be that girl, be that superstar. And in this one, I think she got ab breast out like twice. She was covered from neck to ankles most of the time and made some bold acting choices that caused her to look really ugly. And I was surprised. They were bold choices. They were called for in the moment, certainly. But I was quite surprised at the lengths that she chose to go to. Bill Skarsgård, as always, fantastic as a villain in a lot of uh, prosthetics and a completely outrageous beyond Tom Selleck mustache. Um, and the rolled R's were getting to be a little ridiculous. Um, the fun part was that Choo Choo and I were the only ones in the theater, the only ones in the theater. So we were MSTing it up. We were the all-girl cast of Mystery Science Theater 3000 and having just an absolutely ridiculous time, and I'm making wisecracks about albuterol inhalers and whatnot. I think I called him demonic Frank Zappa at one point. Uh, oh, the and Willem Dafoe is in it, and he is Willem Dafoe. I mean, he does a great job, and he doesn't truly will him out until the very end, but or until near the very near the end. But he goes full on Defoe at that point, and there is no mistaking who is under that wig and that facial hair. None at all. And we were just sitting there going, "There's Willem Dafoe. There you are, honey. We were wondering where you had gone. Here you are. Good job." Because honestly, I have a difficult time seeing him as anything but in drag in Boondock Saints. Your grandson knows about Mystery Science Theater 3000, and they are 3 and 5. Now that's what I call good parenting. That's fantastic. I approve very strongly of this. Um, yeah, that's excellent. But so, yeah, I would say if you're in the movie or in the mood for a little lighthearted. I did not read my email in the middle of the movie theater. I did not. I put it on silent. I was a good girl, and I would glance over every once in a while, when I saw a small notification out of the corner of my eye just to see, basically just to check to see if mom was texting me and needed me to rush out of there for whatever reason. Um, but other than that, no, and she didn't text me while I was in the movies. Uh, she like I said, she managed to use the drainage cath all by herself, and it was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Um, Choo Choo was playing Pokemon Go pretty much the whole time or doing something else on her phone, and I had to give her an elbow every once in a while and be like, "Bro, look." Um, but we had instead of popcorn, we had deep fried snacks. So we had a little sampler platter of fried pickles, fried ravioli, and onion rings with different sauces. And so we were all crunch, 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 crunch. Um, and that was pretty fun. Yes, hot tip, choose qualified nurse life partner. Yes. Shut Up Matt says, "For my money, Nosferatu not as cinematic as Bram Stoker's Dracula. Gary Oldman is the Drac." Did you see Nosferatu? Did you go and watch that one? Shut Up Matt? I mean, Skarsgård gonna Skarsgård, right? Last time we saw him in anything serious, he was Pennywise in the It movies. So he's again, if you put the man in a bunch of prosthetics and you make him be an evil villain, just let him go. Let him do the thing, and he will. Um, but I mean, I wasn't upset with it. It's just that the rolled R's were a little ridiculous. And I know he had a dialect coach and everything, but yeah, it was a little much. Oldman did do a fabulous job. Absolutely. Oldman always does. I loved him in Fifth Element. I've loved him in a lot of stuff. Oh dear, you came in at the wrong time. Super sick. I am so sorry, Anne Hummingbird. Stop that. Get better. Felix the cat, you are incorrect. We have checked it with none other than Merriam-Webster. Yeah, but Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin? Sure, absolutely. I still, in drag in Boondock Saints, that's always gonna be the defining role for me with him. Um, Pamela SP Butterfly says, "Mom could use tomorrow is her 83rd birthday, and it's the first one without my dad." Yep. We're gonna be having one of those pretty soon here too. That's not the one that I meant to highlight. Gary Oldman as the Drac is a snack. Yeah, we need ones for Pamela SP Butterfly and her mom. We need ones for Anne Hummingbird, please. We definitely still need ones. Webster says Tater. Felix says Tator. Fair enough. You. We definitely still need ones for Matrix. Looks like he's having a bypass on Monday. I don't think that Nomi would pass a few ones by. We're still trying to get him a little bit more functional than he is right now. And getting rid of the nausea would be a really huge start. But right now, since so many of us are sick, and also happy birthday early to Mom, Pamela SP Butterfly. Please tell her happy birthday from the booth. Right now, though, since so many of us are ill, and I don't know whether or not y'all have done this yet, but it's night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds, time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time, a snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. Hearing the rattling of the ice in the glass is the only way that you know that I am sipping along with all y'all. We do have... You're confused about which ones to take? Oh, honey. Whichever ones you haven't taken yet? And we do have a song from Shut Up, Matt. And yes, Nomi, Mark Hardman wants to know if you received diabetes supplies today. Kate Bush, Michael came in with a Terry Gilliam movie theme, meds related. It took me 2 attempts to get all references in. Not my ball game. Hashtag actually my ball game. All right. Here we go. Here's Shut Up, Matt.
Duluth, where meds were entertaining too. We stood beneath an amber moon and softly murmured someday soon. We streamed and clung together then. Tomorrow was another day. The morning found me miles away, with still a million things to say. And now, when twilight dims the skies above, recalling choo-choo's wings of love, there's one thing I'm certain of. return. Choo-choo will to old Duluth.
That was awesome. Thank you. Yes. Nice little take on the Brazil theme song. And Hummingbird, you're taking a gummy. Good job. I think that's an excellent, excellent idea. So far, no bell, but no snoring yet either. We'll see. Snoring. I would like to hear snoring. If I hear snoring, I know that he is well and truly asleep. And yes, Xenu Marlene to Mark Hardman. Absolutely. 100%. The man. Hey, Kim D. Good to see you. The man has a heart bigger than Texas. And y'all know Texas big. His heart might actually be bigger than Alaska. My face is not visible tonight for some reason. Restream has decided to be weird. Carry on, but it's good to see you. Sorry that I cannot also be seen, but at least I can be heard. Yeah, Mark Hardman is such a gem, and we are so glad to have him back. Xenu Marlene to Mark Hardman, for sure. Wow, only 22 in here tonight. That's interesting. Did you know the first video, the one called visual confirmation, the first video after I had my little hiatus has had over 800 views, which kind of blows my mind. Topped out at 63 concurrent viewers. Right now we're at 22, but you know what? I'm really hoping that people are just all enjoying their Friday night. My heart is all for you and the dirty stay-ups. Well, thank you, my love. Her face ain't visible because she walking around naked. No, girl, it is too cold up in this piece to be walking around naked. And I ain't at Denny's either. God, I wish. Please, I would be making sure that the camera was working if I was at Denny's. Hilarious shit happens at Denny's. And it can't just be all audio. There's got to be visual to go along with it. And that does need to happen again soon. We gotta take a little road trip. While you're here though, now we're up to 24. That's gonna drop because I'm gonna ask you guys to please do the YouTubey things. Hello, Jazzy Girl Sarah. Good to see you. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, please hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. That thumbs up, that thumbs down. I'm not here to pressure you. I just would appreciate the engagement. And check to see if you're still subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It is fast, free, and painless. And we do have memberships here starting, actually, we only have one price. It's $2.99 a month. I'm not here for that starting at bullshit. And we also have, like super chats and super stickers and all that fun stuff. If you would like to find a way to contact me, a way to support one of the friends of the channel, or a way to support the channel itself, down below in the description box is where you will find literally all of it. The email address, the PO box, the links to help a friend of the channel. I'm trying to make sure that there is always one of those links. So in my description box always, because it's all about the booth. A rising tide lifts all ships. So all the Denny's near me are closed. I have to go to the place with the one-legged server. Wow. The one-legged server. That's amazing. Do they have a prosthesis or a crutch, or are they zooming things around on a wheelchair? I need more information. I probably need to go there. Today I was told by a kindergartner that we are the third planet from the sun, so it can't be that cold. Well, sunshines, bless that precious little kindergartner. They're learning things. If you have to run to stepdad, you probably wouldn't want to be naked for that either. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact for sure. Yeah, I am definitely not engaged. Fairly certain I'll be single forever. And I'm okay with that. Sunshine's oh my god. Oh my god, Mark Hardman, you did it, and I just fell right for it, didn't I? You know, IHOP. I mhm. Yeah, even Nomi knew it. I didn't. I didn't. We don't have an IHOP here either, by the way. We have no IHOP, no Denny's. I wonder where the nearest we're being battered by Storm Owen. Someone in meteorological office likes Lord of the Rings. Nice. Probably said that wrong. It's a Welsh name, isn't it? Anne Hummingbird is also positive she will be single forever. Fair enough. You know, I think I have to do. IHOP's so expensive, says Sunshines. I don't know. Depends on what you get. Well, now I have to GTS. Nearest 24-hour IHOP. Let's see where the closest IHOP is. Do do do. Doodly doo doo doo. Blah blah blah. Okay, near address, city, or zip code. So Duluth. I honestly don't know which one of these would be closest. But oh my god, they're doing snickerdoodle pancakes this month? Shit. Next time I'm down in the Twin Cities area, there is one in Bloomington. I don't know if it's 24 hours though. There are only 8 of them in Minnesota, and none of them are here. That's really frustrating. And there hasn't been. Like, I grew up here. We never had IHOP here when I was growing up. And quite frankly, I'm a little mad about it. So let's see about which is closest. Because, I mean, they're in Burnsville. They're in Bloomington. They're all over the darn place. But, well, I'm still upset. I'm gutted pancakes situation. Want And yet I'm not willing to leave the house for more than a few hours at a time until I know that things are, "Oh, Dad, he's stronger," because I just don't feel good about leaving. If he gets up off the floor, or if he winds up on the floor, Mom's not gonna be able to get him off the floor by herself. She's just not, even with the fancy new gate belt with the handles. So, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Yeah, we don't have an IHOP, we don't have Chili's. I mean, not missing much there, but we don't have Chili's, we don't have Popeyes chicken. Um, we have 1 KFC left, and it's way on the other end of town. Yeah, I know there's no locations in my search area, diphthong. Oh, fuck. Alright, screw you, IHOP website. I'm not interested. You're not giving me anything that I need to know. I'll GTS more of it later. I can't watch the chat and your bullshit. Although I do find it amusing that they've got Australia listed as Oceania on their global map. Scarlett has discovered how to retrieve a cat food sachet and get into it. I'm switching to tins. That's probably the best thing that you could possibly do. There is not a Waffle House near me. Nope, no Awful Waffle. What's the other one? The other one that looks like Waffle House but isn't. Torn between 2 Denny's, feeling like a fool. Snacking at both of you is breaking all the rules. So Pamela SP Butterfly is torn between 2 Denny's. There's one 5 minutes north and the other is about 15 minutes south. Yep. No Awful Waffle near me. God, I'll remember the other Waffle House analog in about 30 seconds after I sign off, I'm sure. For you, it's directly across the street from Denny's. Oh, sunshines. And curse us all, Shar wants waffles. Owen is a name in a language Tolkien created. Okay, that's fine. Well, there's Kate Murphy. Good to see you. Yeah, we don't have an Awful Waffle here. Never have. I think we're too far north. Let's see. Darn you, diphthong! See, Mark Hardman gets it. On the other hand, self-feeding cat, WinRAR. I mean, maybe Huddle House. Yes, that's the one, Brian Lucas. That's the one. We do have Perkins here, Diane Phelan Muller. The problem is that none of the ones up here are 24 hours anymore. And also, I can't eat anything that they cook on their grills. Not anything anymore. I used to. I used to be able to. I spent a significant portion of my misspent youth at Perkins. And if you don't believe me, you can ask my goddess son, Alex, or you can ask Mary, who I refer to as Crash, not to get confused with Blessed to Crochet. Totally different Mary. I think I'm too far north for everything. Yes. You guys writing checks my body can't cash. Kim D is packing for her birthday vacation. Well, maybe we'll just have to, I don't know. I'm needing a road trip, even if it's just there and back in the same night. Okay, I do have a tub of chocolate macaroon Haagen-Dazs and waffle cones. Okay, you filthy slut. Get after it. Don't be bitching about waffles. Country Kitchen was my hang of choice back in the day. I used to be a hostess at the Bitchin' Kitchen in Duluth. The Bitchin' Kitchen. Yeah, it was where all the state troopers hung out. All of them. It's more fun making the waffles yourself by hand. Brownie points from wife. Fair enough. And if you're using brownie batter in the waffle iron, I imagine that would be even more interesting. Who has the best waffle recipe? Char Michael wants to know. She feels like it's prob's going to need buttermilk. Buttermilk or sweet cream. Sweet cream waffles are pretty good. Sweet cream pancakes, too. I love you right back, Char. I do. And Choo Choo does as well. She was going on and on about how absolutely delightful you are when we were in the car earlier today on our way to the movies. So, yeah. Kate Murphy definitely needs a road trip to anywhere. Yeah, if I eat anything off of the grill or cooked in any kind of oil at Perkins, I don't know what it is, but now I am sprinting to the bathroom within about 20 minutes. I can eat pie and I can eat muffins, and those are the only things that I can eat. Neither one of those are euphemisms, but they should be. And that's it from there. I can't eat anything else from there anymore, or I am absolutely tearing to the bathroom. We had an awesome Perkins. Tiger Woods used to hang out there. He hooked up with the servers there. They shut it down. They were so awesome. Okay, there you go. Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods, Tiger Woods. Lori, you gotta run. Good night. Okay, sweetheart. Have a good night. I'm waving at the screen like you guys can actually see me. Brownie batter made from real brownies compare Girl Scout cookies. Yes. Oh, I absolutely. I got the reference. But yeah. That's we have no IHOP. We have no 24-hour Perkins, and if we did, I couldn't eat there anyway. Good morning, Sophia. Guten Morgen. We have we don't really have any place that's 24 hours right now. There are a couple places that are open late or 24 hours on the weekends, but most of those places, honestly, are drive-throughs, which sucks. But hopefully, if the Louis Cafe opens up on Tower Avenue, they will at least be open for bar rush, and that's when we need to be there. Ooh, you have brandy cream left over from Crimble. Nice. That sounds delicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 nail varnishes left. Who's choosing the next one? They are all in a row. Yeah, tonight's show is basically all about the breakfast foods. We have no Waffle House here. We have no Huddle House here. I don't even have a Crack Barrel nearby. Which is good, because if I did, honestly, I would be as wide as I am tall, because I would be eating all of the hash brown casserole daily. Also, their pork chop is really good. But I have 6 nail varnishes lined up in a row, all in one row. Somebody choose one. We're gonna have a showdown tomorrow night. You guys get to choose which 2 nail polishes I'm gonna be using on my hands. I may even paint them live on stream, because I mean, I've got speed dry top coat. Why not? You'll take number 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark Hardman's pick is number 4. I'll be showing these all off tomorrow. That is Tamaya. Oh, that one's pretty. Very sparkly, Mark Hardman. Very sparkly. And Brian Lucas says 5. Is this one a pixie dust? Oh, it is. This one's a pixie dust, which means it's textured. And it is called Thea. And then there were 4. Ah, and here comes Kim D with the waffle recipe. You need Cracker Barrel fried okra. You're starved. Kate, what state are you in? Mark, it would look fantastic on your toenails and it would blind everybody else because there is so much glitter in this thing. It is amazing. It is a lovely, like a grapey purple, but with micro glitter, multicolored micro glitter in it. And it would look fantastic on your little tootsies. You got 6 colors and 10 fingers. Why choose? Honey, I got 9 colors and 10 fingers. So I could technically try them all out. I just have to duplicate one of them. Usually I just do one contrast nail on each finger because it's or on each hand because it's easier to keep track that way. I would have to attach name tags to my fingers in order to remember which one was who. I don't have that kind of bandwidth. So, you're from North Carolina. I have some funny stories about North Carolina. I've spent some time in North Carolina. Carolina. I used to work the Renaissance Festival out in Huntersville, which is just outside of Lake Norman, Charlotte, kind of tech corridor area as it rapidly became. This was many years ago, of course. But as I have sympathetic accent, so does the person who was my boss at the time, Mr. Lundy. And we had just gotten down there to open up the booth for the year and found a massive wasp nest and a bunch of other stuff. You know, we needed to go to Target anyway and Home Cheapo and or Lowe's or whatever the fuck. And we used to so we were going to Target and thanks, Beth. It may be a great aura, it may be a snowbank that a dog peed in, but mainly what it is that Restream decided, fuck yo camera. Sophia says, I usually choose the middle finger for a contrast nail, but that shouldn't come as a surprise. No, it absolutely does not. I usually choose the ring finger, because even when I intend the middle finger, I forget until I get that one already painted with the main color, and then I'm like, fuck, I was gonna do it. Okay. Oh, you're north of Charlotte. Okay, so you know what's up. So we go walking into this Target, and we're trying to find the cans of Bug Death. Now, my boss grew up in Pennsylvania. Oh, Mark Hardman, you are not alone. I do too, which is part of the reason that I don't watch the news. I just even just the Twitter notifications that pop up on my phone get me so riled that I just can't. I cannot. We all walk into the Target. We're trying to find the Bug Death, the spray that'll kill the wasps inside the wasp nest so we can take it down safely. Because, sorry, wasps are evil motherfuckers. Anything else we would probably try to save. But a big old paper wasp nest? No. No. I don't even fuck with wasps. I can't even, no. They are evil, they are mean on purpose, and because they have smooth stingers, they will sting you multiple times just because they can. No, no. Haven't got time for the pain. So we go walking in, and we're looking for our stuff, and we can't find any bug death. Remember that he lives in Pennsylvania, but he has sympathetic accent. He grabs a kid in a red vest and says, "Pardon me, son. Do you know where I could find some bug spray?" And my jaw hit the ground, and I realized I gotta back this guy up. Because if I sound like I'm from the North and he sounds like he's Southern, then that's gonna be weird. Wasps are psychopaths. Absolutely. Oh, nonstop fire coverage for you and Hummingbird? Yeah, that would be another reason that I'm not watching the television. Thank you very much. So he says, "Pardon me, son. Can y'all tell me where I can find some bug spray?" And the kid looks bewildered. He's like, "You mean like off?" And I stepped in because he realized what had come out of his mouth the second after it did. And so he was mortified. So I had to wingman up and was like, "No, we got a big old wasp nest that we're trying to get rid of. If you could help us out by trying to find, like, I don't know, like some raid or something, something to kill them wasps in that big old nest, because we got to get rid of that." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah. I think it's right on back here." And so he leads us back there. And meanwhile, he's walking in front of us. And the look of gratefulness from my friend is like, he's like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" So that was a thing. Sophia says, "There's just something to dressing up the middle finger with gold or something. I like to decorate my F." Is it F or FE, as it's also called in Germany? Well, yeah. Yellow jackets are even meaner than wasps. Yes, they are, and they are one of the only insects that I am allergic to their venom. Anyone here watching Traitors season 3 though? No spoilers. I am not. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, Trump voter. Yeah, seriously. I'm not hiding tonight, Kate. I'm not hiding. It's not intentional. I brushed my hair and put on deodorant and everything before I went live because I was expecting that you would be able to see me, but Restream is up to its fuckery tonight, so that's where we're at. Also, do you guys get cicadas? Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Shar. Every X number of years, we get cicadas. So yeah, that was fun. But that was also the time that we're rolling around in Target. We got all the things that we needed. We rolled out to, of course I would put on deodorant for you. I don't want to be stinky in front of y'all. That would be just rude. I gesticulate a lot. I wouldn't want the waft to happen. So we go through the checkout, we get all our stuff, we go through the checkout, we roll the cart out to the car. We look down as we're unloading the cart and we realize that during the entire trip, there has been a massive jug of laundry detergent that neither one of us picked up. but also that wasn't paid for. The universe said, "Y'all be living filthy out in the woods. You gonna need some of this Arm& Hammer shit." So, hey, free laundry detergent. Um, feel bad for the person who, but of course we pronounce them cicadas. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. F from Effenberg. So E spelling is the nickname of a football player that flipped the bird and became iconic for it. Nice. I love iconic bird flipping. But thank you, Shar, for being our Hermione this evening. Still no bell. And yet still no snoring. I wonder if that just means that he's really sleeping well. He is probably really knocked out from the oxy. He gets thank you, palliative care, for giving us oxycodone for the guy, because he needs it. I had to correct Mum again. It is not OxyContin. That is a name brand, and that is not what he gets. Your night meds are kicking in. All right. Good night, Pamela SP Butterfly. Sweet. Sleep sweet, honey. I should probably go too, just so that I can keep a closer eye out in case that, because it's an immediate release, which means that it will likely wear off just as quickly. You nailed the interpersonal shock dynamic of North Carolina. Luckily, you missed the, "You ain't from around here, is ya?" Oh, honey, I was working the Renaissance Fair. Are you kidding? Every single time we went into town, whether it was, actually Charlotte or Lake Norman, they knew that we weren't from around there. And oh yeah, and we knew that they knew. We got it all the time. Arm & Hammer, my evil ex was allergic to it, so when he had been particularly awful, I would wash all his underwear, t-shirts, and socks in it. And Hummingbird. That's my girl. I'm so proud of you. It brings a tear to my eye. Yeah, we always got the looks. And it was funny because there was Thursday night was 80s night at a club called Baja, and all of us people from the fair there would be a whole clump of us that would go because we wanted to go dancing. So we would go dancing at Baja at 80s night, and the smoking area outside, we'd go and we'd hang out there, and of course we were the Rennies, and everybody knew that we were the Rennies, and so they would ask us all these questions. And I don't mind people asking questions, because as I've said many times, if you don't ask questions, you never learn anything. And, the Ren Fair road life is not something that a lot of people know about. So ask your questions. Don't eat the turkey drumstick. Don't eat the turkey leg. That's a bad idea. Don't do it. Even creatures out in the woods don't think it's actual food. So don't eat the turkey leg when you go to the Ren Fair. Sorry to kill your Henry VIII dreams. But one of the girls said, "Well, y'all only work on the weekends. What do y'all do there during the week?" And I just, "Oh yeah, that trip to Target? Yeah. Well, I had to wingman up. Like I said, John Ion, I had no choice because I wasn't gonna leave him hanging like that." So she said, "What do y'all do during the week?" And I just very calmly looked at her and tilted my chin up and said, "We masturbate." And I smiled. And the people that I was with fucking fell out. They lost it. They were cracking up. Because, I mean, what do y'all do in y'all's spare time? Don't we all get a little fresh with ourselves sometimes? Why not, right? Flick the bean, for heaven's sake. Just maybe not in the middle of a Walgreens in downtown Chicago. But, hey, if needs must. As long as you get it in before last call, I guess. Brian Lucas might check out the Ren Fair that's right up the road from me this year. I tripped acid with the dude who owns it once a long time ago. Nice. Right on. Well, maybe you'll run into each other and reminisce. If he offers you a turkey leg, just say no. The beef stew in a bread bowl, though, that stuff's pretty good. Lol, it's pink in the middle. Oh, it sure is. Good cricket. Stupid question, stupid answer. Well, I mean, it is a valid question. They only see that the fair is open 2 days a week, sometimes 3 days on a 3-day weekend, or we might open during the week for kids' days where they bring in busloads full of children, which is also just a waking nightmare the entire 2 days. Those kids will steal anything that isn't nailed down, and that includes napkins. I'm not kidding. There is nothing of too little value for those creatures to stuff in their little filthy pockets. Um, so they don't know. They don't know that we do week work, piecework, side work. Um, medieval Sibian, nice. That's called a jouster. But you don't want to necessarily do that either. No jousters, no tortugas. That's the rule. And if any of my former Rennie friends are watching, or anyone who's been to a number of Renaissance festivals, you will understand. You know the guy who does the maintenance there, so I figure I'll get him to take me in and show me about. Oh, nice. His name isn't Jimbo, is it? Wait, did Jimbo do maintenance? I think he mostly worked on the rides, but he might have done maintenance. Is Jimbo even still on the road? God, I don't know. Anyway, I imagine a medieval Sibian would have a lot of ropes involved to move it about. It would be suspended from like 4 trees and yeah. And that's an image that is gonna stick with me for a while. So thank you, John Ion. We smoke food for preservation. Animals won't eat smoked meat because it's toxic. We evolved to tolerate it. Interesting, Nomi. Interesting. I still ain't going anywhere near that shit. Jim Taft. That name does ring a bell. Good idea to hide the witch thing that allows you to magically set up in seconds. Yes, indeed. But we do piecework. I mean, I was during the week knitting chainmail for one of the local chainmail guys. I was knitting chainmail blanks for bracelets and hand flowers and headdresses and whatnot. Um, because it gave me something to do with my hands and it earned me extra cash. But I also had stuff to do for my own booth. Um, that I was living in at the time, and so, we were Lenny Guard Armory South, and, I was setting up, uh, memberships for the Wenches Guild and the Rogues Guild and the Mercenaries Guild, and, yeah, all of that. So I was busy. Um, yeah, just don't eat the turkey leg. There's usually much better food available to be had at a Ren Fair than a turkey leg. Again, sorry to ruin your Henry VIII cosplay fantasies. but I saw way too many Bubbas. Really tall hippie type dude, always walks around barefoot, big pothead. Well, walks around barefoot, big pothead, hippie type dude. I mean, you're describing basically what, 50, at least 50% of the male Rennie population. Um, it's like, oh, he works at the Renaissance Fair. Maybe you know him. He's got like long hair and his costume. He has like these really tight pants and this white fluffy shirt. I'm like, does he wear a big hat? Does it have a big feather in it? Does he wear really tall boots that like go up to his knees? Yeah, yeah. Do you know him? No. You've just described half the guys out there. So there you go. A swinger's delight. You are welcome. Delightful, John. Thank you very much. That's hilarious. Um, but yeah, I mean, we do a lot of stuff during the week. I have to, got to maintain my booth. Um, we have to find some time to go to the local whatever health club or YMCA or whatever where we purchased a membership for 2 months so that we can actually have a hot shower without having to put quarters in it. Um, and we have to do laundry, we have to make sure our garb is clean for the next weekend. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, you knitted chainmail too. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so you understand. You understand. Boy, I'm surprised my wrists ever recovered from that because boy did I do a lot of chainmail knitting. Miles and miles and miles of chainmail. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap things up, I think. Go out and check to make sure that the stepdad is still breathing. Um, and since I don't have a functioning camera tonight, I can't show you the photos I took of Choo Choo at the theater, which were very silly. Somebody pick one more nail polish before we go. We have 4 in this row, the last row. I have 4. Somebody give me a number. It's going to be from the left. So, oh my God, I'm tired. I thought you were going to say I have to maintain my boobs. Well, I mean, those 2, they just don't require a lot of attention. Keeping a booth stocked is full-time work, not easy. Yeah, especially when it's swords and daggers. I worked for a hiltsmith. So, swords, daggers, and then all of the guild pins that we sold for the International Wenches Guild and the International Rogues Guild and the Privateers and the Mercs and the Battle Bitches and the Partridges and the Pear Trees and whatever. Kate says 3. We have 3. This is called Roxy. All right. We got Roxy. And Sophia says number 2. All right. It's all going to come down to you guys tomorrow night as well, right? Because you're going to have to help me choose as to which ones I'm actually putting on my nailies. This is called Eridani. Woo. I'm sensing a theme. I went heavy on the purples. I can't imagine why. But I think I only got 1 pixie dust. So that's good of me. And the rest are most of them are very sparkly, if not shimmery. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to head on out. I'm going to go check on the stepdad to make sure he's still breathing. And Maybe get a fresh beverage quietly because I don't want to wake the man up. But I love you all. Thank you for suffering through this nonsense and fuckery with Restream deciding not to access my camera tonight. And thank you for being here and for, having yet another really fun conversation. I appreciate you all. And I will be back here tomorrow. With any luck, it'll be same bug time, same bug channel. And if you want to, again, do the likey, subscribey, the click the notifications bell and select all, please, because again, that's something that YouTube tracks. Send out the ones for everybody. Have a great whenever it is, wherever you are. Be sweet, sleep sweet, stay safe, rest well, be warm. Watch out for deer. Take your meds. And until we meet tomorrow, peace to you.